Hi everyone, and welcome back to my living room. This is actually like the third or fourth take I've done because first ones didn't turn out, and then I shot a perfect one, and of course I forgot to hit record. Oh, love finals. Totally, they mess with your head, let me tell you. Anyway, so I'm making this video to hopefully explain and add some clarification to the finals. It seems like I've gotten a lot of confusion and you guys have had a lot of questions, so hopefully this video will help you guys out, and I'm just going to go through the different things that I'm looking for, and hopefully this will answer all the questions that you guys have. So to start off, we're going to look at some brainstorming. Okay, so this is an example of brainstorming. You can see that this person wrote everything down in their notebook. It's just, some random notes. It's nothing too crazy or too big. And this is all you need to have to show me brainstorming. So you can use anything that you have, any sort of writing that you have that you used before you actually started writing your paper. So this can be in your notebook. This can be if you typed anything up, that's fine. Have an outline. Any sort of writing you had to do to help you start writing. So if there's something, an activity that we did on Moodle, like you practiced, writing your personal narratives and your personal stories, using the career test, and then you wrote the post about it. Or if you have something about your 60-second story, if that helped you write your narrative for paper one, great, perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Any sort of writing that you did to help you start your paper. Okay, that's pre-writing. And just to sort of get a little off topic right now, if you have any questions about what any stages of the writing process are, what the writing process is in general, go look back on GrizWrites. GrizWrites, is a really, really great resource. It explains everything to you. And it's really important to know these things. So let's say that you study business and you have to come up with business proposal for your boss one day. He might look at your notes. He might look at the different stages of that you did to prepare your presentation. Just to make sure that you are doing your job, that things have evolved from the very beginning stages all the way to the end, or to show that you are collaborating with somebody. I don't know what you're going to be doing out in your work or your career field, but this is important. So you need to know these things, and you need to practice these things, not only for like your job, but writing 160, your future classes, like anything you ever have to do with writing, you should be writing or thinking about the writing process, starting early, coming up with your ideas, not just sitting down at the computer and doing a cold start. Okay, so the next thing we have is a peer review. So you can see here on the paper that she printed this out and somebody made comments on it. So you can kind of go through and look. All right, so this is like almost her entire paper. The end, has some more notes on it. So the reason why this is important is because I want to make sure that you actually made changes and that somebody did peer review your paper, and that there was some sort of change between what you showed your peers and then what you turned into me. Okay, so that brings me to the next thing. So this is just a clean blank copy of what this student uploaded onto Moodle. So this was, obviously it wasn't the final because she does peer review it, but this is what you turned in on Moodle. When it says on Moodle, paper 1, and you upload the paper, that's what you show me, okay? So that's step number 3. All right, and here is step number 4. So this is going to look a little bit different than what you have. You can see my comment down here, but this is from back when I was using Microsoft to grade. I don't use Microsoft anymore, as you know. I use Moodle, but you can see this student's paper and the comments that went along with it. I don't think you can print off the rubric or where your grade is, which is fine. Just know the grade that you got and write it down so I know how to adjust your points. Okay, so this is the last thing. This is her revision. So it's just a plain, clean copy of the revision. She sat down and then talked to me about what she did to revise it, and that's why I need that copy with no comments on it, so I can kind of compare them. I like to look at the comments I made to see, if you followed those comments or what you did differently. So that's why I require you to have both. Not only that, but those are two very big and important stages of the writing process. So that's basically all I need from you from part 1. You have 5 documents. So number 1, you have the brainstorming. So like I said, any sort of writing you did before you can sit down and actually write your paper. Number 2, you have your peer review. So we did peer reviews for paper 1 in class, and we did peer reviews for paper 2 on Moodle. So take screenshots of what you did on Moodle, try to print those off, include those in there. Number 3, you have what you turned in on Moodle and what you got graded on. Number 4, you have my comments and the things that I said to after you turned it in. Number 5, you have your revision. So that is the last thing you do. You go through all of that stuff and see where you can fix your paper and what you can do to make it better. And that is your revision. Okay, so that is part 1. Part 1 is all done, in theory. So you should have everything you need to complete part 1 already. You don't need to do anything different. There's no new paper. There's no, just generic brainstorming or anything like that. You should have it all together. Okay, but for part 2, once you get done looking at everything and going through your start to finish process, so this is all the way to the revision, let's pretend you have all of that done. Now you reflect on your experience. So how did your paper change from the brainstorming and the very beginning all the way to the end where you are revising your paper? How did you notice that your paper changed? So you can talk about that. You can talk about how you've grown as a writer. You can talk about the assignment, what you liked, what you didn't like. You can talk about the class, and if the class prepared you for that assignment. You can talk about the grade that you got, if you think that, you deserve something different. I don't know. As long as you are thinking about your experience and discussing your experience, discussing writing, discussing the class, that's all you have to do. And it's only 2 pages double space. So it's basically just a personal reflection. So you can use the first person. You can't use second person. Second person is never acceptable. But basically, you're writing about writing. I mean, to put it in simple terms, writing about writing. So if you have any more questions for me, please email me or contact me in some way. If you want to meet in person, please let me know. If you need an extension or something, there's only so much I can do. If you're going on the 13th, that's the last day. So hopefully you'll have a whole week after this video to figure it out. Anyway, good luck with everything. It's very easy. Try not to overthink it. I know it's hard not to overthink things. This assignment's easy, I promise. This is the easiest final you will probably take in all of college. But good luck with all of your other exams. If I don't say this when I see you, but know that I really enjoyed having you in class. And basically I enjoyed everybody, having everybody in class. Everybody brought their own, something special and made the class what it was. So I'm glad that I got to have all of you. I wish you guys the best in all of your other classes, and I hope your Writing 160 is a great class. Have a wonderful holiday. I'll probably say all this when I see you, but just in case, just wanted to, let you know, how great it was. So anyway, take care. Good luck. If you have any questions, let me know. But hopefully this video did help you out and you were able to, kind of answer some of those questions that you guys had or any confusion. So anyway, I will talk to you soon. Take care.